Good morning, you guys. I am out with Dorian this morning, and we got Kyle in the back. These boys have been sick all week long. It's Friday today, and you guys had like the plague or something, eh? Like it was pretty bad.
It was nasty.
Is this basically a head cold, or what was it?
Yeah, for the most part. It was like, just congested, couldn't think, couldn't do anything.
Oh man, everybody was getting it. Like Nick had it as well. I think Lucas had it. It was going around. It was not a good thing. So now I'm feeling a little bit scared that I'm in the same cabin as these guys. I gotta open all the vents and keep breathing some fresh air.
Just keep your fingers crossed, it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so we're gonna be out flying today. Got some awesome weather. It's supposed to be like 21, 22 degrees next week. So spring is definitely here. Super excited about that. Look at this, look at Mount Baker.
On the ground right now, we're just taking off.
Beauty, so setting up that base now, just checking our landing area. How's our height looking here?
I think it's good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good right now. Speed's looking good.
Dispatch area traffic, question 172, in GH5 Quebec, just over.
Praise River traffic, this is helicopter R44, Golf Kilo November Papa, currently north of Chilliwack Mountain. I'm doing circuits of the sandbars. Below 500 feet.
Alright, so we're going to switch it up to confined areas now.
Okay.
So just off our right here, we've got a decent little spot.
Okay.
So it's going to just be this little road in the middle of the island.
Okay.
And so why don't we do a little recon there?
Kind of like where it's the widest?
Yeah, wherever you think is the safest spot.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
So, it looks like it's pretty flat from up here. I'm going to go where that snowbank is, but a bit to the right.
Okay.
There is no birds. No birds in the area, which is good.
We already have the wind figured out, right? So we know which way we want to come in from. What about your way in, way out? Is there a pretty obvious way in, way out to that one?
Yeah, I'm going to say we come in from the right side.
Okay. You can drop it down a little bit too. We're getting up just a little on the high side here.
So I want to come in from that direction, coming this way.
Okay. Like that. Gives us a nice abort there to go along the road if we need to, right?
Yeah, and then
what's the surface looking like? Is it slopey? Is it soft? Is it going to blow up?
It looks pretty soft.
Okay.
It doesn't look like too much slope. We gotta maybe look at the sides.
There's a few tire tracks and stuff in there too, right?
There
so we gotta be watching out for that it's not too uneven and stuff.
Okay.
Just something to think about on our final landing.
Okay. So now do a...
We'll do a dummy run.
Dummy run,
So on the dummy run, we want to be, once we get closer to our spot, we want to be at 25 knots, right?
Yeah.
We want to be at treetop height of the trees on the departure path. So keep shooting that approach. And it should look and feel exactly like the real approach. So I think if we were on the real approach, we'd probably want to be down a bit lower, right?
Okay.
We'll keep working our way in. Keep her coming down. Again, it would feel a little steep if this was the real one. And then we're basically just aborting the real approach at treetop height, and then that's when it turns into a dummy run, right? So, got her at 25 knots now. It's looking like a great approach. What power setting are we using? Are we level? I think we're totally almost level. Pull a little bit more power there to level out.
19 and a half, we'll say.
Okay. So pretty much 20. So you can add 2 inches to that to get in-ground effect hover, and then another 2 to vertical back out again. So somewhere around 24 to 25 tops, about 2.5 each is kind of the high end. Is going to be able to get us back out of here vertically again. So do we have enough power then if we go from 20 max to 25? Yeah, we got 25 available.
Yeah, we got
some
it.
deer down there.
Oh yeah, cool.
3 or 4 of them, man.
3, yeah.
Cool.
Beauty.
Alright, time to get some circuits done at the DeRoche gravel pit. I haven't been here in a while.
And 2 minutes back to stereo, 172.
Okay, we're coming down now.
2,000 feet northeastbound, just over Greenhouse, inbound for the Sumas practice area.
Good, so we're doing our 2-stage approach. First, the stage approach is to the treetops here. Then once we get there, then we're just gonna finish off. It's actually almost 1 stage now, just by the angle you're coming in. We just gotta make sure we level out and we don't get too close to the trees there.
Okay.
But we wanna come in, when you're doing steep approaches like this, you wanna come in nice and slow. You're monitoring your descent rate. You don't wanna go lower than, or quicker than 300 feet per minute, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise you can get yourself into vortex. So slow down your forward speed a little bit. Keep that descent going. Got about 200 feet per minute right now, so you can do a little bit quicker of a descent. That's looking good. That's about 300 feet per minute. That's looking nice, all the way to your spot. Nice work. Alright guys, we've swapped seats now. Now it's Kyle's turn. Let's give him a beating. It's gonna feel like it after like a week of not flying or something.
Yeah, I don't even know if I remember how.
Yeah, just take your time, get all your checks done, you'll be good to go.
Alright, frictions are off. Everything's in the green.
Look at that, it's like you never even left.
23.
Tail's all clear, yeah?
Gross traffic, this is helicopter R44 Golf Kilo November Papa down at DeRoche gravel pits, departing to do circuits at 700 and less.
Nice, keep an eye on your power.
If you get the tail either downstream or to the water, it'd be clear. Getting in there is a little tight, only maybe 2 different directions to get in.
Okay.
Pretty rocky, but knowing that I've landed there before, I think I can land there again.
Okay. Which way do you want to come in? What's the wind doing in here?
Gotta go look at the water plant.
Okay, we can try there. We can also just get into a nice gentle orbit here. And then if you hold everything nice and steady, you can also see which way the helicopter drifts in the turn.
Oh, okay.
If it doesn't feel like it's drifting any direction, the winds are pretty light. But you can kind of keep looking at the area that you're circling over and just try and tell, is there any drift either north or south? How's it feeling? And you'll also, if it's a fairly strong wind, you'll get a push, like you'll actually feel it physically pushing you. I'm not really getting a push either direction here.
Not feeling anything really.
So I'm thinking that, yeah, the winds are pretty calm here. So which way would you prefer to come in? Which is the better way to come in here?
I would say coming down this way.
Yeah, that's the lower side, right?
Yeah.
Easier approach. Okay, let's go ahead and try a dummy run. Beauty, so dummy run is done, check. We've got enough power to do this thing. So now we're on our final approach. Let's take a look how he's doing. How's it feel?
Feeling
Height's
pretty good.
Speed's good, yeah. I would agree. It's basically like we were just doing at the DeRoche gravel pit there, so it's like a two-stage approach. The first one's aiming for these close trees here. And we're gonna finish off the second stage down to our spot. Good, there's some amazing pools of water down in here.
Yeah. Gorgeous color.
Dorian, we'll drop you off. You can just go for a little swim.
That sounds good, man.
Yeah? That should kick the rest of that cold thing out. Look at that. And that water looks crisp. Right on, keep that descent going now. Just watch out for the tree there. Work. Then which way are you thinking of pointing the helicopter?
Thinking with the tail just right out to the river, straight to the river. And
Feel the bigger rocks on this side here?
yeah.
I don't know that I'd want to do that. Let's stop here for a second. Just because if you stick your tail out this way, it'll be kind of sticking up where these big rocks are.
Yeah, so kind of
So-
just scoot in sideways with
Yeah.
my nose right up to the fire.
Yeah, nose up to the fire, tail out over the snow, or even tail, you see how it drops down a little bit back there? You could even have the tail
On the
kind of
other
going
side,
out that
okay.
way if you wanted to.
Gotcha.
Yep. Pretty cool view from back there, eh?
It's unreal, man.
Good, keep sliding my way a bit. That's nice there. So either straight down like this or twist it a bit more, either way is going to be totally fine. Looks good here. Stay nice and relaxed. Eyes are up. Beauty. Little seating check. Make sure she's good.
There we are.
Woo-wee. That was nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic job. What do you think, Kyle? Kyle wants to land right down there.
I'm thinking it's more of a hill than I originally thought.
Okay. It's a little bit. Keep her going. We don't want to stop here. Let's loop around. Yeah, pretty tight spot. Pretty deep down in there. And further limited on power, so there's quite a few factors stacking up. Makes it really difficult. So you're thinking the slope is the big factor at the moment, or?
I'm thinking that's one that I just didn't really think of.
Okay.
I don't know, every time I look at it this way, it looks flat though.
It's tricky, isn't it? Every angle, especially when there's snow on there, every angle makes it look a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I think the main factor, I mean, it's a bit tight, maybe a little bit of a slope, but the main factor is going to be power.
Yeah.
So why don't we loop back around? We'll come back in as if we're doing a dummy run. And then the issue is we got 3 people in here, quite a bit of fuel. It's fairly heavy. It's a heavy aircraft, actually. We're noticing that. We haven't been doing much flying on this one. This is the first time since it's gotten back. So we've got floats on this one, a hook on this one. You guys don't even know whose helicopter this is. This is their helicopter. Well, kind of, not really. I was going to give you the benefit, but no, not quite. It's their boss's helicopter. And they work at a fishing lodge up north. And so they're actually going to be finishing their course on this helicopter and then using it up at the fishing lodge. So yeah, it's kind of new for them and new for us as well. And so it's a bit of a heavier helicopter like I was talking about. And so we just have to be really mindful, even on lower altitude spots like this here, because we're limited on our power. For those of you that are familiar with Robinson's, about 25.5 inches is our max power right now. And so we just want to do a power check. We could just do a dummy run check and kind of go with our rule of thumb. But what's even better, especially when we have kind of an out like this, just pull it into a nice hover. Let's turn our nose slightly to the left here. And then if we can get into a out of ground effect hover, so pull in your power now, up here, then we know that we can get back out. So don't let it sink, pull in a little bit more, get your power right up to its max. So about 25, 25 and a half. There we are, we're verticaling out. So that means we're gonna be able to do it down there. And then this way, if we didn't have the power, we could just nose over a little bit and just bail out like this.
Gotcha.
And get away. So it's the safe way of doing it without actually getting down in there and then realizing that it's too late and you don't have the power to get in. So now that we have the power, I'd say it's worth getting in there and checking. We can take our time. If we get down there and we don't like the slope, we can always bail back out again. The big key with spots like this is just really taking your time working it in. You don't want to miss anything. You don't want to have accidental hit of the tail rotor on a branch that we didn't see or something. So as long as we have the power, we've got the time, we'll use it. And we can maneuver once we get down there as much as we sort of need to make sure we're good. So that's good, just coming by these trees, that's a good height for now. And we got some branches on this side we'll watch out for. Really taking your time going in. That's looking nice, those guys are good over there. Excellent. So now you can keep working it down. Good on that side, good on my side. This is almost one that you need two pilots for. You wouldn't really want to trust just a unknowing passenger to tell you how close things are. But you're good on my side. How are you on your side there? Anything kind of in your way there? Back out that way.
Looks good, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, she's definitely a little on the tight side. Think we're gonna abort it?
Yeah.
Not quite worth it. Just one sec, take your time, take your time. You got 25 there. Good, nice job of boarding. That's a really important skill as well. We can go ahead and continue northbound here. You want to be able to check, at least give the client the benefit of the doubt if they want to try and get in there, right? If you think there's a chance to do it. But then if at any point you feel at all uncomfortable, just pull the plug, say, no, it's not worth it, and then bail back out again. So that's a really good thing. And then good for both of you guys to know that on your flight test as well. If for some reason, this doesn't typically happen, but for some reason the examiner picks a spot that maybe he later realizes he doesn't like it, and you're doing your recon, you're looking at it going, oh man, I don't like this. You're very welcome to just abort it and say, you know what, it's too tight for me, or it's too whatever. I don't give them a good reason as to why you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And they're totally fine with that. You won't lose any marks. He'll give you another spot, and you can go in and do that one. So definitely aborting is an okay thing if you need to. Alright guys, we're heading back to base now. I hope you guys enjoyed this flight. First one back for you guys. It felt pretty good, eh? Felt good,
yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Back in the saddle again. If you guys did like this video, always give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you want to as well. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you guys next week. See ya.